Wesley Fofana is out for a considerable period of time. Considerable period of time depends on what you define it as. For me, another 3 to 4 weeks is considerable period of time. That's 8 games that he's going to be missing. 8! And this is a £69 million signing that's been injured more than he's been available since he's joined us. Viville finally becomes the sporting director of Chelsea, and it's a new era. It's a new dawn. It's a new vacation. We need to learn that this is going to be a transition, and we need to accept it even if we don't like it, sadly. Let's get into today's video. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, and there's a wonder kid from Brazil that Chelsea are very close to signing, and it's one that Real Madrid and Barcelona want, but we're in pole position. Let's get into this video. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. You already know who it is. It's the Kavkas View here, and I'm your favorite YouTube dietitian. I've got all the vitamins and minerals that you lot will need for your daily Chelsea knowledge. Alright, it's very simple. If you're a football fan or a Chelsea fan, subscribe to this channel. Sometimes I cover other topics other than Chelsea, but primarily this is the Chelsea channel that you should be subscribed to. I've got you guys with all the information you need. Hit the like button because it's something you can do out of the kindness of your heart. 500 likes is what we're aiming for, and it's absolutely free. It's just you being kind. Do it now, you will forget. Subscribe to the channel because subscriptions help the channel grow, and more importantly, you do not miss videos when it comes out, and additionally, other people find the channel. The more subscribers, more people subscribe. It's very simple because these days, someone will be like, oh, you only got 20,000, is he that good? Help the channel out, please. It really goes a long way. And finally, follow me on Instagram if you guys want to talk to me about any football related topic. In the DM, slide in. I respond to most people. So it's a good way to build a community. But now, let's get on with the news because that's what you guys are here for. So if you didn't watch my video yesterday, it was about Wesley Fofana getting injured in a pre-season friendly. Well, I call it pre-season, but post-mid-season friendly, whatever it's called, right? Wesley Fofana got injured, and after I uploaded it, sod's law, an hour later, Wesley Fofana came out with a statement on Instagram where he responded to someone in the comment section, and he basically said, it's not as bad as first anticipated, I'll be back soon. Then Sky Sports have reported that he's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Wesley, I don't know what you're thinking, and maybe he's just trying to keep himself positive, but for me, this is bad. This is really bad, and it's frustrating because I know how good Wesley Fofana is. A lot of people checked me yesterday. They said, you know what? Are you sure he's a top tier talent? Yes, he is a top tier talent. Guys, this kid is one of the best young centre backs in the world. He's got everything you need to be an accomplished centre half for Chelsea for years to come. He is arguably as good as Carabao. Yet people won't say it because they haven't seen him do it in a while. But trust me when I tell you, he is robust, he's complete, and more importantly, he's very composed on the ball. It's something that you need in the modern game. So the rumors are that he's out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's what Sky Sports is reporting. That's what Chelsea journalists are reporting. And it's 8 games that he's going to be out for potentially. 8 games. 2 against Fulham, 2 against Manchester City. In there we got Forest and Bournemouth, Liverpool and Palace. That's a lot of big games, guys. Like, we need him, and with Trevor potentially being injured, this is bad. This could be very bad. But the real question here needs to come, why are our players getting injured? And if you guys go on the community page, in the community page I basically put up a poll, and I'm gonna try put it in the inkling. I'm gonna learn how to do that, right, where you guys can actually vote. Do you think, and this has to be a genuine question, do you think this is because of our backroom staff, so the physios? Do you just think it's bad luck? Or do you think these injuries are primarily driven by the players we saw? So Reece, Fofana, Kante, Kovacic, they're just prone to injuries. Do you think it's that, like, who's primarily to blame? Because these questions have to be asked. I don't think it's bad luck. It can't be bad luck for 3 seasons consistently. We get disgusting injury after disgusting injury, and these injuries are for periods of time that are extended. 3 to 4 weeks, then it takes him 2 weeks to get back fit, then he gets injured again, or he gets rushed back, and all of a sudden, our players don't build up momentum, and we miss 8 games. It's frustrating. It really has dampened the signing of Fofana because I was so excited about this signing. This signing was the one where I said, you know what, we're sorted. Right centre back, right back, we're sorted for years to come. I've got Reece James, I've got Wesley Fofana, and now this injury is making me question whether Fofana is actually a long-term solution, and that's really bad that I'm already questioning it. Chelsea have officially now announced Viville, and Viville is the new sporting director of the club, and this is something that Chelsea have been trying to do for a while. So Chelsea have got him from RB Leipzig, and prior to that, he was at Salzburg, if I'm not mistaken, and he was absolutely flourishing there for 5 years. Prior to that, he was at Hoffenheim. He was the head scout at Hoffenheim. So what do I know about Viville? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys, oh my god, I know everything about him. He's amazing. He's the greatest sporting director you're gonna see. The reality is this man is someone that is renowned in the industry to having two key components. Number one, he's driven by data. So he acquires players purely based on data algorithm that he has, where he looks at certain metrics and it'll be like, okay, you tick this box, this box, this box, you have this, these are intangible and these are tangible assets that you have, you fit our project. And number two, he is very good at scouting young talent and acquiring them and then moving them on for a lot of money. This is something that the Bowley group, Iqbali and Todd Bowley, have actively spoke about. They said, we trust his work in Austria and in Germany. We've seen the quality, we've seen the results, and we want him to come here and implement the system. This is something that was mentioned on the Chelsea website, not word for word, but it was very interesting. And for me, what was very nice to see is that we're starting to get an idea, an identity of what the club is becoming. Look, I grew up in the Roman era, right? So when Roman was in charge, we knew what the deal was. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, very simple. You come in, you do your job, you get us trophies, you go home. If you don't win, you're out. And it's very simple because they know what's going on, we know what's going on as a fan base, and the managers know their remit. And when people know their remit, it's very easy and very non-controversial because you know, if I don't win trophies, I'm getting sacked. Now, we're in an era where Viville is actively name-dropping Potter. He's like, Potter's basically the manager of his ideas of where the direction we're going to go. And he's name-dropping the board and the scouting system. It's something that is very new for us. So we're going to have to be patient. At the same time, with every patience, you need a guide. And with every guide, you need a win. Because for me, it's very simple. It's very easy to get behind a project if we're seeing signs of the fruits at the end of the journey, right? The fruits of our labor. But if we're consistently seeing L after L after L after L, and we see our manager making stupid comment after stupid comment in press conference, we are going to get frustrated. So all we ask for is, we're as a fan base going to be behind the club. Win, lose or draw, we love the club, right? But we are going to ask questions and we are going to be realistic with our expectations. Like, we're Chelsea fans. We're not, all due respect, Crystal Palace fans or Southampton fans or Norwich fans who have expectations that, you know what, this weekend we might not win. And it's perfectly fine. We just wanted them to put up a fight. We're used to winning at least 23 games a season, 20 games a season. So it's unexpected when we go into games on a regular weekly basis and we drop points. And sorry, that's the actual truth. If you don't like it, call me elitist, call me snobbish. I don't agree with you. I think Chelsea are a club that should be competing for the top four on a regular basis at a minimum. We should be winning cups and we should be trying to compete for the league. That's my opinion. Now an update on the final news of the day, and Chelsea once again are linked with another wonder kid. And this wonder kid is someone that Chelsea have been touting for arguably 6 months since Bowley and Iqbali came in. They've been looking at him. Our metrics are saying that this kid is the one that we should go and sign. And look, we have already had a blueprint of the players that we've been after. Chukwuemeka, Casadilli, I think, or Casadilli, or whatever his name is. Then we went and signed, we're looking at Zakarian at this moment in time. And we're actively going to buy more and more players. But it looks like we're going to announce Andrey Santos. Andrey Santos is a 19-year-old midfielder, plays for Vasco da Gama. I think I'm pronouncing these clubs correctly, trying to do my best impression of a Brazilian accent, you know, speaking Portuguese with Brazilian accent. But this kid is very talented. He's a centre midfielder. He's box to box. He can play CDM, good on the ball, good engine in midfield. And everything I've read about him, every reports I keep seeing of him, very promising. And the next elite Brazil midfielder coming out. Look, we need to be take a pinch of salt, because I'm from an era where we saw Pablo Hikiganzu and we saw Lucas Moura, we saw Oscar, we saw Neymar all come through. And if we're being real, only one of them had a great career. And the other three were nowhere near of the expectations of the individuals that they were meant to become, right? And then after that, we saw Gabriel Barbosa, we saw Gabi Jesus, and we saw so many other players come through, and neither one of them became the players that they were meant to become. Yes, Gabi Jesus is a very good player, player, but he ain't R9 that was touted. Alexandre Pato as well. So we need to be very conscious with the Brazilian players that we're linked with and not to get too excited on them. But at the same time, why not get excited? Like, this is why we're football fans, right? Our club signs players, in our head it's like, oh my god, one day, what if the new Neymar? Like, or what if he's the next Kaká? What if he's the next Gilberto Silva? You know, like, you start asking yourself questions, get excited. That's the bare minimum I want from my club. I just want to see them sign players, develop players, and for me to be excited to watch these players. And sadly, it's something that we haven't been seeing as Chelsea fans in a considerable period of time. Like, and it's something I want to get around to again. I want to have a team full of players where I love the players. Like, there's a lot of players in this current present iteration of Chelsea where I just feel indifferent about. I saw a clip the other day, and this is me going on a sidetrack. It was Hudson-Odoi and N'Golo Kante after we won the Super Cup, right? And NG was like trying to deflect the praise, but Hudson was like, bro, you were everywhere, you're amazing. And I'm looking at the interview and I'm like, man, I loved that era of Chelsea. I know it was only 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago. I loved that team. Like, the way Tuchel had us playing, the feel-good factor around the team. N'Golo Kante in his, like, arguably in his prime, and you have youngsters coming through in Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, and like, it was so fresh, it was so rejuvenated, everything felt so good, and we've really fallen away from that. So I really hope that it can reignite the light that we have in our club, like these new signings, this new approach, because at the moment it's a little bit doom and gloom, I can't lie to you. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys are ready for the season to restart as well, because England's great. Messi, 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 shouting that is fun. But, yo, we're here for the Chelsea, right? We're Chelsea fans at the end of the day. See you later. Bye-bye, guys. Have a nice day.